For sexual gratification, you violated a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old.
En 2019, el mundo de unos padres se derrumbó cuando su hijo de 4 años fue llevado de urgencia al hospital con lesiones que ningún niño debería sufrir jamás. Lo que debería haber sido una visita de rutina se convirtió en una pesadilla cuando los médicos descubrieron la horrible verdad.
This court is so sick and tired of seeing adults ruin and abuse children. These are literally just one step from being babies.
Con lágrimas en los ojos, la madre recompuso los únicos momentos que su hijo había estado fuera de su vista, tiempo que pasó bajo el cuidado de su niñera de confianza. A medida que la investigación se intensificaba, las fuerzas del orden se centraron en el único hombre que vivía en casa de la niñera, una figura rodeada de sospechas. El día que la madre dio la noticia de que su hijo estaba demasiado enfermo para visitarlo, se preparó el escenario para una confrontación que desvelaría las capas del engaño y revelaría una oscuridad oculta a simple vista. Este es el interrogatorio. Una tensa batalla por la verdad, donde cada palabra podría significar justicia para un niño inocente o la huida de un depredador.
Thank you. All right, you're welcome. Just before we start, just to let you know, you are not under arrest. You're free to go at any point. The door is only shut behind us for noise purposes because there's squad rooms right here, so a lot of people in and out all the time, okay?
All right. Your names once again?
Skurlock.
Skurlock?
Yep, and this is Brubaker. Yep.
Brubaker?
Zach Drew. You can call his first name.
Exactly. Both of you with Grandview?
Yep, we're both with Grandview. Normally we're dressed up, but yes, we're both detectives. We were working on a different, separate case today that required us to dress down, so normally we're a little bit more professional looking, so.
Unmarked. Unmarked SUV there. Huh?
Yeah. So, just so we're clear, you understand that? You're not under arrest. You're free to go at any point. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, before we start, I just want to get some basic information on who you live there with, there 795, okay? From my understanding, your wife's name is Carol, is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
So you live with Carol?
With Carol.
Okay. And how long you guys been married?
35? Well, let me see, 82 it would be, so do the math here.
Oh, wow, yeah, okay. All right, 35 plus?
35 plus, yeah.
Okay, all right. And do you have a cell phone, sir?
I do.
What's your cell? I don't need it, just your cell phone number, that's all.
You know, I didn't bring it with me, dang it, and I don't know the cell phone number. I always have to look it up.
Do you guys have a house number?
We do. 614-299-6.
And it's
just pick up myself.
Just you and your wife that
Just
live
me
there,
and my
correct?
wife.
Okay.
Yes, and a cat.
I'm sorry?
And a cat.
Okay.
And our daughters are grown, as I say, in the house.
So nobody else stays there permanently, and from my understanding, your wife watches numerous children throughout the day.
Okay. We do, and I do help her with that.
Okay. Is
various duties like lunch duty, we were just taking care of there.
Okay. So. Just making lunch pretty much and providing it to the kids and whatnot.
And just just sort of wrangling the kids.
Okay. And how many typically are at the house?
Well, we currently have 4.
4 total?
4 total. There were 2 today, and there's one little girl and her little brother. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know how old they are?
Just one.
Okay.
A little over 1. And is 3. I think she's 3.
3.
She'll be 4 later on this year.
Okay.
And then the other 2 kids we usually watch are who is 4, turning 5 in May.
Okay.
And her little brother.
Okay.
Who is, I think he's 3.
3? Okay.
I think he's 3 now. Yes.
Okay. No, but no other children at all?
And no other children.
No other children you guys watch? Okay. All right. So, just to be upfront with you, what Children's Services forwarded us is a report, and it's regarding the, how did you say that last? It's regarding a, and her sister.
Yeah, she comes occasionally.
Okay.
Used to be a
Not
full-time,
full-time?
and then, no, she's in school.
Okay.
She's
How old is
a
she?
first grader, so she must be think she just turned 7. She just had a birthday.
Okay.
And she comes on occasion.
Okay.
When there's a day off from school.
Okay. How would you describe your relationship with her parents?
With her parents?
Yeah.
Very good with,
Okay.
with all the parents.
Have you known them a while?
We've known them since started coming as a baby.
Okay, so
And
over
then-
7 years then?
Yeah, so we inherited the other 2 kids, as it were, and yes,
Okay.
are really nice people. And,
Okay. You guys know
they're
them pretty
friendly.
well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, not outside the business. We've gone to birthday parties that they've had, or the other people have had. There was another boy named that we used to babysit for her. His mom is a stay-at-home mom. I'm not sure. But they're family friends of the. So anyway, they've had birthday parties. So, but beyond that, it was just.
How would you describe your day-to-day interaction with the children? I mean, is it your wife? She's the one who's interacting with the children, and are you separate, or do you help? I know you said you helped out, but I mean, in what way?
I help. Well, let me see. Like I said, one big thing is just getting lunches together and eating lunch. But I interact with the kids, watch them well, because after lunch there's a routine where Carol takes each one upstairs to nap. And so that leaves the other ones downstairs, and I have to make sure that they are behaving themselves.
Okay.
Because they all tend to get rather rambunctious, of course, especially the little one. He gets into everything. So
Okay.
I watch them all to make sure that.
Does she take naps?
She doesn't go upstairs and take naps. She lays down on the couch sometimes. We try to get her to lay down on the couch. She doesn't want to go upstairs, which is fine. She figures she's older. She's the oldest of the group.
Okay.
And so she lays down.
Terry compartió que su esposa se llama Carol y que llevan unos 35 años felizmente casados. Les dio su número de teléfono de casa y mencionó que tienen 2 hijas adultas. Sin embargo, actualmente cuidan a 4 niños pequeños de entre 1 y 5 años durante el día. Terry y Carol están muy involucrados en el cuidado de los niños y conocen a los padres desde hace varios años, por lo que la relación es amistosa y familiar. Para ayudar a Terry a abrirse, los detectives comenzaron con una conversación informal. Terry habló sobre su rutina diaria con los niños, les ayuda a preparar el almuerzo, los mantiene en orden después y los prepara para la siesta. A veces, al mayor le gusta dormir la siesta en el sofá en lugar de en la cama.
She doesn't go upstairs and take naps. She lays down on the couch sometimes. We try to get her to lay down on the couch. She doesn't want to go upstairs, which is fine. She figures she's older. She's the oldest of the group.
Okay.
And so she lays down and watches TV.
Okay. What about your interaction with? I know you said that she doesn't go there very often.
Just occasionally.
What's occasionally? Just a rough estimate.
Okay, well, sometimes her mom can't pick her up after school, so I pick her up after school and she comes to our house for about an hour until
And that.
her dad.
Okay.
Sometimes if the school has a snow day, she'll come and stay with us, or there was a teacher day that she stayed with us one whole day. So again, she's we just she's one of the kids. And
does she go to preschool at all?
she goes to preschool.
Do you take her to preschool, or does your wife?
I pick her up at preschool. Her mom takes her in the morning.
What time do you pick her up?
It's about 11:30.
Every day?
No, the routine is Mondays and Wednesdays. Her mom picks her up because it's can both go. There's a Trinity preschool in Trinity Methodist. But then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I pick her up at 11:30 and bring her back for lunch.
Okay.
And they have preschool those days.
Okay. And your interaction with are always pretty good. Decent kids. You enjoy.
Good kids, yes, they do. Like I said, they're a little wired. Gets a little wired and active, and have to calm her down. Sometimes yell at her. She gets, interaction with other kids. Especially we sometimes have to discipline her.
Does she have any daily activities that she likes to do, like games she plays or anything like that?
We do a variety of things at the house. Sometimes there's toys. We have one whole room with lots of toys, and she likes to just on her own gather. Well, There's stuffed animals that she likes to play with. There's a box of, she calls little things, that we keep up on a top shelf because the littlest one, we don't want him getting into them. But when she says, I'm going to play with little things, we pull them down off the shelf and place them on the table. She likes, she sometimes likes to paint or color, and Carol mostly will print out pictures from the internet and she likes to do that. She likes to, as I say, we have lots of things to play with, big cardboard blocks for the kids, or Legos, or some big couch pillows from an old couch. They love to, make things with that. That's just in the house. And outdoors, of course, they can. Okay. We have playground, swing, and a sandbox, and slides.
Okay. What about computer games? Do you guys play? Do you
guys have a computer? They can play computer games too. Yes.
Is it a desktop or a laptop computer?
Well, we have a desktop.
Okay.
And we can do what's it? Either ABC Mouse or Nick Jr. or those are some websites with there's some games that they.
Are they allowed to play on their own?
And well, we set them up.
Okay.
And we watch them.
What do you mean by that? You set them up?
Well, we have to look up the account. We have to actually.
Right, pull up the account.
Pull up the account and everything like that, and they'll sit down there. Good enough. Yeah, we can just turn her loose and say, okay, and can do it mostly. We have to be around. Sometimes she has trouble with the game, so we have to play with her. It isn't quite up to it yet, but she's learning on the computer games. So yeah, they like to play computer too. Yeah.
So, do you have any idea what this is about? What any type of allegation there would be that we would be here needing to talk to you?
I'd rather you tell me.
Do you have an idea though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's complaint from the Lapivas, perhaps.
Okay. No, what the nature of the complaint would be? Do you have any idea? Did something happen that you remember or anything like that? Do you know?
I'd rather you told me what
the
complaint was.
Okay. The complaint is sexual in nature. Okay. I can tell that. Did you expect me to say that? Because it kind of seemed like it. This is time to get it all out there. Just tell us what happened, so we can follow up accordingly. Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I know. Just most recently, Friday, when came up in to pick up, she was naked from the waist down, which she had just taken off her pants, which again, kids that age sometimes do. And then she started running around naked, so we found her underwear over here and her pants over there, and her mom put them back on her, so she saw her running around naked. Before that, we had been sitting on the couch, and she had been climbing all over me, just as a game that she climbed up behind me and then went over, just rolled over, like gymnastics kind of a thing, and onto the floor, and then rolled over, and
when was
we did that again. Just it was also Friday before that.
Okay.
But we did that for a bunch of times. I was just sort of sitting there going, oh, okay, we stop. And then suddenly she pulled her pants down and did that. So, come on, put your pants back on. So put the pants back on. Then then suddenly, she took them off all together. And so we stopped playing that game. And I got up and walked around, but I know it was about that time that her mom came.
Okay.
I don't think her mom saw us playing that game, I hope.
Okay.
But that might have been something that she That's all. No, you know.
Is there anything else?
No, person is really a touchy-feely, cuddly kind of a kid. And she always wants to climb on me, and she wants me to hold her or pick her up, you know, and carry her around. So I do that, you know. I don't, and so, or she'll, you know, play on me as we're sitting on the couch on my lap and whatever. Or sometimes try to get her to quiet down. I just hold her on my lap and cuddle.
Okay.
Just
Would she be clothed?
And she's clothed, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so, yes, always clothed, but just cuddling. We do cuddle close.
Okay.
And sitting on the couch, I don't know.
Okay. Now, when you guys, when she was climbing all over you, was she clothed, fully clothed?
Most of the times until she pulled her pants down and went over me, and I realized, I saw, you know, she was, they were down to here. And so then pulled back up, and then she did it again, and then she did it again, and when she was running around after that, she pulled her pants all the way down, took them off, and then just started, I said, yeah, okay, no. So then she started running around the house that way for a few minutes. I got up.
Terry habló un poco más sobre cómo iban las cosas en su casa, pero el tono cambió rápidamente cuando los detectives le dijeron que la verdadera razón por la que estaban allí se trataba de un caso de abuso. Además, dio un dato muy crucial y perturbador. A la niña le gustaba andar sin ropa y que muchas veces se le subía encima, algo muy fuera de lo común.
Computer, and I went over there and watched her, and there she was without pants on.
Where was your wife at during all this? Was she with the other kids?
I think she was doing something in the kitchen, maybe with
Okay.
or something. But anyway, so yeah, that was.
Is there anything else that might have happened? Because something like that, we really wouldn't be investigating. You know, things like that happen. 4-year-olds are going to be 4-year-olds. Is there anything else that happened during that interaction that we need to talk about now? If there is, you need to tell us now that we're not going to, if we find out during the course of our investigation, it's going to be much worse. This is your opportunity to get it all out on the table, let us know what happened, so we can do whatever it is that we need to do to move on, okay? It's your opportunity to be honest and tell us what happened, okay?
Did you climb on top of you, rip her pants off? Did you touch her in a way that wouldn't have been appropriate for a caretaker to touch?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
Well, let's see, smacked her bottom.
Why?
I think and yes, I mean, kissed her bottom, so.
What do you mean by that?
Huh?
What do you mean by that? You kissed her butt?
Just her butt, yes.
Okay, are you sure?
Like that, and
Sure
then
it
smacked
wasn't? Sure it wasn't something else that you kissed?
And,
Are you sure it wasn't something else you kissed?
and yes.
What'd you do?
I did kiss down here.
Okay.
So you kissed vagina?
Yeah, that was just
Was
a
it
quick.
Was it just a kiss, or was it? I'm just trying to get the picture on exactly what happened. Okay, this is your opportunity to tell us what happened. Did you use any tongue or anything like that, sir?
And just so you're aware too, put you out of comfort, you know, we investigate these often. I know it can be embarrassing, it can be tough to talk about, but just know that this isn't one we've heard way worse. There's a lot of things that we've heard that, you know, don't come close to this, okay? So, you know, it might feel embarrassing to open up and talk about it, but just know that unfortunately there's nothing really that you can tell us that's going to be shocking. So.
Did you use your tongue?
Just embarrassing to say. Yes.
Okay. And how long did this encounter last?
Oh, just seconds.
If you had to guess, 5, 10?
I mean, just felt, you know, the kissing part, just like that, quickly.
And she didn't have any underwear on, right?
Not, and then I on the kiss on the bottom was just like that. No,
Okay.
not tongue. Just, I mean, just
What did she
giggle,
do
play.
when that happened?
Oh, giggle, laugh,
Okay.
and she, and then that was, and then she
Okay.
kept her pants off and started running around. I got up and said, okay, can't be this way.
At any point in time, did you pull out your at all?
No.
Okay. What was the purpose of you kissing her?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Has this happened before?
No.
Are you sure?
No, yes, no.
Okay.
I mean, she...
So this was on Friday?
This was on Friday. She just, no.
Okay.
I kiss her. I mean, I kiss all the kids, actually.
That's what we're kind
usually
of...
around the face.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we're trying to, see exactly what happened, if this has ever happened before, if it's a one-time
the
thing.
bare butt was sticking up there, and yes, we were, giggling fun and everything. So I kissed it, yes.
Okay. That was the only time, I mean, you've already told us, obviously what happened Friday. If there's other instances, let us know so we can deal with them now. Has this ever happened prior to with, or? Are you?
No, I've never kissed them.
Or licked, have you ever?
Or licked.
Have you used your hand to touch underneath your underwear?
But no. Okay, I gotta say, okay. It's a very, we do cuddle sometimes.
Okay. So what happens during that cuddling?
Well, usually my hand is up around in here, but yes.
Okay.
Maybe it's gone down here, and she.
Okay.
And so.
Was this on Friday, or would this have been?
No, this was.
Weeks.
Been before.
Like how far before?
I don't know.
It's early April.
I mean,
would you say March, February.
Well, she likes to be cuddled that way. I mean, I get the impression that she likes.
Yeah, little kids are
she
going
likes
to do
to
that,
be cuddled that way, and
Mhm.
even with my hand down there, and this cuddle time seems to quiet her at that time. So
when you guys are cuddling,
sort
your
of
hand kind of just winds up. Okay.
Down there.
Now, at any point in time, does your fingers enter her?
Enter? No.
Are you sure?
Just right here.
Inside or on the exterior of her pants?
On the exterior? No. Well.
Would they be inside her underwear? That's part of what the complaint is, so that's what we need to address. So is your hand on the inside of her underwear? Sir, if so, just tell us now.
It's uncomfortable, I know.
It is, but it's easier to get out there, and so we can deal with it, okay? I mean, kids are going to want to cuddle, especially when you're around kids all the time. I have a little girl, and she wants to cuddle, and sometimes certain areas are, it's just odd, it's awkward. So I understand what you're saying. Now, does your hand ever go inside of her underwear when you guys cuddle?
It has, yes.
Okay. Now, when that has happened, has your finger ever entered inside of her?
I don't know.
Well, you would know. You would know whether or not your hand was down there if it entered inside the vagina. When you've got bigger hands as for an adult, so that area for a 4-year-old is going to be small. So during that, does your finger enter her vagina?
Well,
like you said, you're cuddling close.
Yeah.
If it's just a little bit of your index,
little bit,
how far? You say like halfway finger?
But
what you're doing right now.
It's not completely in the hole,
Not your whole finger, but just a little bit of your finger.
Just sort of like here's the sides of the vagina, and it just goes in. It could go a little bit like that.
Okay. So does your finger enter her just a little bit?
Well, maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit, okay. Now, we've established that. Now, what I really want to make sure that didn't happen, has there ever been any penetration from your penis into nowhere inside the vagina
Penis
or mouth?
Has never been exposed at all.
No point in time ever seen your exposed?
No.
Never?
Never.
What about any of the other kids?
Nor any of the other kids.
Okay. Now, the situations you were talking about with, has this happened with back when she was younger or recently?
Younger, no.
What about recently?
No, unfortunately, this was...
Let's get it all out there.
Yeah.
Man. Just get it all out there,
I know.
I mean, And I know it's going to make you feel a hell of a lot better. I know it's awkward to talk about, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better for you when you just get it all out on the table and just let us know now, pressure off your chest and ease out of your mind, and we can move past it, all right? It's going to be a lot easier to move past. So
moving past part is right.
Yes.
I mean, maybe I've touched because she's cuddling too.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Was this recently when she would want to cuddle?
Well, if she's come to our house, and just, on the outside of the...
What about the inside?
Not the inside with her, because I've never
sure?
had the chance.
What about
Been closer, okay?
So doesn't cuddle as much?
No.
So would it be safe to say...
It's just on the outside.
On the outside? Okay.
I try to remember.
Okay.
If I did on the inside, I can't remember.
Okay.
Of the
And she likes to cuddle too, right?
They like,
okay.
Yes.
So at no point in
to
time
cuddle.
you have ever had your hands inside of underwear?
Maybe.
Again, and like I said, this might help a specific example. Maybe when you guys were on the computer and she was on your lap sitting. Do you remember a time maybe you were playing ABC Mouse or Nick Jr.? Did your hand go inside of her pants while she was sitting on your lap?
Maybe, yes.
When was this?
It's been a while because she hasn't come to our house.
What do you say? When you say it's been a while, how long do you say?
I mean, like maybe last summer if she came one day.
Okay.
No, she didn't come every day in the summertime. They went to...
Los detectives se cansaron de la charla intrascendente y decidieron que era hora de confrontar a Terry directamente, presionándolo para que confesara. Mientras lo presionaban, empezó a compartir detalles inquietantes sobre lo que le había hecho. Lo que fue especialmente inquietante fue la calma con la que habló, casi como si estuviera relatando un recuerdo común y corriente. Era repugnante, y su falta de emoción lo hacía aún más escalofriante. Los agentes tuvieron que seguir fingiendo ser un buen policía para que siguiera hablando.
So she was sitting on your lap and your hand went inside her underwear and touched her?
Just briefly.
Just briefly? Yeah. Now let's go back to like we did. Did your fingers penetrate her?
I don't remember, no.
Well, you would remember something like that, you know. I mean, it's an important situation. I mean, you would remember something like that because you don't seem like a bad guy, you know. Just these kids want to cuddle and stuff like that. When they're sitting on sitting on your lap and you put your hand down the front of her underwear, does your finger ever penetrate inside her?
I mean, it's
Going back to that diagram.
possible I followed the crease.
Okay.
It's possible I followed
It's
the
possible.
crease.
Okay, and this was sometime last summer?
When she was here.
Almost a year ago.
Again, because she's in school, she doesn't come every day.
Right. Okay.
So it's just a day that she had off that she would come.
In these instances, they were sometime this year?
Yes.
Was it winter?
Unfortunately, my
Other than the
behavior
past Friday?
has just increased. And I mean, I feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I do.
Well, you made a mistake.
I feel guilty
You're
about
owning
it.
up to it, and you're being a man and owning up to it.
But when I cuddle, it's just like, sometimes these things, and
Okay.
And besides that, I tell myself at least that it sort of likes, not the inside of the but the rubbing on the outside. I tell myself that.
Did your finger ever penetrate her at all?
No.
You're positive about that?
Yes.
Okay. And she has never, I know you said you've never had your exposed.
Correct.
But has she ever went inside your pants?
No.
And touched?
No.
No, never?
No.
Okay.
Behavior like that.
Other than last Friday that you've already explained, the other time that you were talking about, would that have been the beginning of this year? Would it be safe to say?
Another time?
Yeah. Yeah.
This calendar year. I do not know when this sort of started. It's just that I do this occasionally with...
How many times?
Not
you have to guess.
not the inside
ever?
the underwear thing, but just the cuddling with my hand on the outside.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean, touching her on the inside of the underwear, it doesn't happen a lot. No. But
so if you had to guess, with specifically, out of the whole time she's been,
wow.
not on the outside. I'm talking about with your hand on the inside.
I don't know.
Would it be between
2 or 3 times?
2 and 3? Okay.
You don't think it'd be more than that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't put a number to it. I hesitate to.
Okay. So One of the...
consider what it is. I
Okay.
guess my mind is not
Right.
not wanting to
Like
admit this. I mean, you're right.
Like Detective Brubaker said, one of the complaints was that when it's on your lap, that, which you already talked about, that you put your hand down the front of her pants and hands on her. One of the other complaints is...
It's inappropriate. I totally understand, yes.
Sometime last week, was trying to do the splits on the couch, and you were kind of showing her a little bit doing the splits, like pushing her legs down on the couch. Do you remember that incident?
Doing the splits.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember that at all?
No.
No. Could that have been maybe last Friday when when she was climbing on you and the incident happened that you already talked to us about? Would that be part of it?
No. Splits. I mean, no.
What about if she was just sitting on the couch and maybe you just took her legs and spread them apart?
Okay, what happens a lot, she likes to do, is I will sit on the couch and she wants to sit on my shoulders.
Okay.
Okay? And,
when she sits on your
and
shoulder...
so I play with her legs and her feet, and yes, I spread them apart like that.
Do you spread her legs apart?
I have, just
at any point in time,
together,
given that, what you had already told us, when her legs are apart like that, has she ever had her underwear either off or you moved her underwear?
No.
No?
She hasn't, no.
She's never had her underwear off?
No.
Okay. Well, if she did have her underwear on, did you ever put your face down in her area while she had her legs open like that?
No.
No? Are you sure?
I don't remember if I have, but no, I'm sure.
Okay. So would this have all been last Friday, what we've discussed, and then sometime this year?
Sometime, I mean, it's a...
You said 2 or 3 times.
Behavior.
You told us
about
about it.
She sits on my shoulders and,
Is she facing you or facing the opposite
she's
way?
facing the TV.
Okay.
We're both watching the TV or whatever.
Okay.
She just sits on my shoulders. And so she's sitting here. And I get the feeling that her is pushing against my head like that.
Does that arouse you?
And I think it arouses. I think she likes it.
Oh, no, I mean you.
But does it arouse me?
It obviously does, or you obviously wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
when you have her... Go ahead.
But she sort of like constantly wants to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sits on my shoulder, so I just put her. So I play with her legs as far as they're up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you could spread them apart or clap them or whatever, or just they're there. So
when you have your hands down her pants, that obviously arouses you as well? Is that just kind of part of it, the reason why you do it?
I'm sure that's why yes.
Okay.
I would, it's totally inappropriate behavior, so it must be something, yes, yes.
Just to clarify, you have never had any penetration with your whatsoever?
Never.
Okay. What about ever?
Never.
Okay. What about the other children inside the home? Have you ever had any issues that we've discussed? That way we know ahead of time if there's ever been any other issues with any of the other children that your wife watches, that you help watch as well?
No.
Never done anything like this?
Never. No, she's not as cuddly, and she never
What
comes
about
over.
the boys? What about...
Not the boys.
No? Okay.
Not the boys. Yes.
So
I pick them up, of course. We're there to do what you do, but no, I don't do anything sexual with anybody else.
Okay.
It's just that this cuddling has unfortunately evolved into something that...
What does she say when you put your fingers inside of her? Does she say stop, or does she move your hand away, or what happens at that point?
Well, she doesn't. At first, for a while, she lets me do it, and then...
How long?
I don't know.
Couple minutes?
A couple minutes.
Okay.
And then she sort of pulls out and says, "It's stinky, isn't it?" And so she says, "Your fingers are going to get stinky if you do that." So I stopped at that time. And then, I mean, again, it's not often that I go inside the underwear, just
Okay.
mostly.
But if she's obviously saying, you know, it's stinky, isn't it? That obviously if you're doing it for a couple minutes, you're rubbing, and then you put your finger in and out. I mean, what is she doing when you're doing that? Is she still just sitting there? Is she saying stop? Is she saying it feels good? What is she saying?
She's still just sort of laying there and relaxing. And,
Okay. Are you kissing her at the same time?
no.
If you are, just tell us.
Yeah, no,
Have you?
not that same time. No, we just sit there together and watch TV, and she really just relaxes on my...
En una confesión escalofriante, Terry relata con descaro sus actos viles, admitiendo sin pudor haberle manoseado los genitales y haberle separado las piernas mientras ella estaba sentada sobre sus hombros durante las sesiones de televisión. Se deleita con descaro en la excitación enfermiza que sintió, confesando haberle abierto las piernas e incluso haberle metido los dedos. Cuando los detectives lo presionan sobre las reacciones de ella, señala con crueldad que soportó sus agresiones durante minutos antes de retorcerse de incomodidad. Sus depravadas confesiones provocan un aluvión de preguntas sobre si se complacía a sí mismo durante estos encuentros grotescos, pintando un retrato horroroso de un depredador sin remordimientos.
On my shoulder, on my front.
Are you gratifying yourself at the same time?
No, I'm not touching myself or anything like that.
Are you sure?
I mean, no, I'm not touching myself. I mean, her sitting on my lap does occasionally. I don't come to full, no, but...
So you
I mean,
get
it's
aroused,
arousal.
but you do not. Is
Right.
that what you're saying?
Mhm.
Have you ever ejaculated while doing this?
No. Come close and then I get up and stop.
What do you mean you came close?
Well,
Tell me
you know,
about that.
you feel like you're gonna...
Well, tell me about the incident where you came close.
I was sitting there.
Was it
Probably touching her inappropriately, and it felt like, oh my gosh, something's gonna happen, you know, in my pants. So I just said, we gotta stop. So I pushed her off and walked around the house.
And you were not gratifying yourself at the same time?
Not touching myself at all.
Were
no,
you
just
in a
the
way...
fact that she was sitting on my lap.
So were you kind of grinding her on yourself then?
I wasn't grinding her on myself, no.
Was she grinding on your lap
I mean,
and you
she
let her?
wiggles, but it's just her being there, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, no, I didn't
So is this...
purposely do that, I know, because I don't want to.
Is this an addiction that you feel like you struggle with?
I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility.
That's one of the...
Could you get me more water?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. No problem.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, this is very.
Oh, no problem. We have infinite supply. When one of the things that I do is I work with internet crimes against children, so I'm familiar with the addiction that can come with this, and it sounds like that you've made some key terms and phrases when you talked about this that, you know, it's hard for me, I've tried, and so I'm wondering if this is something that you daily deal with.
And maybe that's a good word. Yes, that's a good word. Addiction, because how long has it been going on? I mean, I've been retired and working with the kids now for just a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
2017 I retired. And I really haven't had kind of this kind of a thing, for lack of a better word, until, I mean, oh, hi.
You are.
You're welcome. And I don't know when I started getting that.
Did it ever happen with your daughters when they were young?
Getting that intimate. No, I didn't with my daughters. I mean, that's the point. I didn't with other kids in the house.
And one thing...
Just, yeah, but something I started doing, I mean, and you know, I told myself that she likes it. And actually, because she keeps coming up coming up to me all the time and
Obviously, some
hugging
kids
me
are more
and cuddling
affectionate
and
than others.
climbing all over, and both
Mm-hmm.
and no, not also is very active.
No, I understand.
and stuff like
There's
that,
definitely,
but-
I'm not,
but-
yeah. It's typically, you know, one or the other, as my experience has shown me. It's typically if there's a sexual attraction to girls, there's not usually the boys as well. I mean, it's few and far between. But the one thing I'll ask you, and again, in the same lines of, you know, honesty, have you ever taken any inappropriate photographs of?
No.
So like if we looked in your phone or on your computer, there wouldn't be anything?
No.
Okay. Have you ever, do you ever view, watch, download
Not child pornography. I mean, I've looked at what's considered porn of adult.
Okay, that's fine, obviously.
But not child, no.
Okay. Have you ever, so you've never gone on the internet and looked at pictures of children and again, I know this is going to be embarrassing, awkward. Have you ever masturbated to photographs of children that someone else might seem was inappropriate?
No, not. I mean, I've seen pictures of children naked.
On the internet?
On the internet.
How did you find those photographs?
Well, actually, I searched. They're family pictures. They're not children doing sexual things.
Okay, just children nude.
They're children nude playing and at nudist camps and things like that.
So
with their families.
Okay, but you don't personally know these families?
I don't personally know these families. It's just that those are the kind of pictures that can be found.
What do you search when you find those photographs?
Family, nudity, or something like that is a search thing. But,
Do you have to put nudist camp or something specific like that, or?
the word nude helps.
Right.
But again, they're not of the children. They're not
Sexually.
poor. They're not
right.
sexually.
They're just standing there, maybe
They're
playing at a playground
playing
naked.
and stuff like that, doing things. Yes.
Okay.
And usually with an adult, with other adults there. So those, I mean, yes, I've looked up stuff like that on the computer.
And again, like I said, doing this all the time, but when you search those, you're focusing on the children that are nude.
I'm looking at yes.
Okay.
But no, I haven't sat there and I watched it.
Okay.
I mean, it's arousing, of course.
Right.
But
Now, do you, after the circumstances with, that's something that maybe you think about later while masturbating? This is also kind of helping with that whole, trying to understand the level of addiction you might be suffering from with this, and something that might, down the road require, what kind of assistance or help that, could be to your aid. So, like I said, if you're not ejaculating, or, getting to that end with them, is that something that maybe later on in the evening you'll think about and then do?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly have to think about that. I mean, in the shower, when I take a shower sometimes, but...
I mean, we're all guys. We have a thought in our head when that might be going on. Is that something that you think about?
Do they come up?
Los detectives interrogan agresivamente a Terry sobre sus perversas actividades en línea, centrándose en su obsesión con el contenido explícito. Confiesa con aire de suficiencia haber buscado en internet fotos familiares, especialmente de campamentos nudistas, afirmando que no son sexuales. Con descaro, niega haber buscado pornografía extrema o haberse complacido con tal inmundicia. Terry insiste en que sus búsquedas se limitan a desnudos en entornos inocentes, no a actos sexuales. Los detectives indagan implacablemente, exigiendo saber saber las palabras clave exactas que usa en sus perversas búsquedas. Admite buscar desnudos en línea, pero con arrogancia sostiene que nunca se entrega a actos sexuales mientras contempla estas imágenes, mientras el interrogatorio se centra en su repugnante rastro digital y su retorcida fascinación por ese tipo de contenido. Para entonces, era evidente con qué clase de persona enferma estaban tratando.
Okay, and that's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just curious.
Just what I've described here is the extent of the interaction with the girls.
Okay, and that's good. Like I said, we definitely have
inappropriate touching. I totally agree.
Okay. Is this something that you feel like it's hard for you that, let's say that, you know, you go back home and then tomorrow, or do you feel like that you're unable to control yourself around? Do you just have that strong sexual urge when you're around her? Is it to that point? Or like how do you trust yourself to not do this again? Or is it beyond that point?
I think after today, after talking with you two, I mean after admitting to myself and to you, and I'm going to have to go home and tell Carol, I'm afraid.
Especially it is a business that revolves around children.
It is, and that's why my biggest fear is I put that in danger. And so, yes, I will.
How do you think she's going to react? Is she aware of this demon?
She is not. She is not. If she is, she hasn't.
So you've never confided in anybody except
never
for
confided
Zach
in
and I
sort of
today?
that. It's always been outside of her. I mean, I when she's not in the room.
Right.
So I've never confided. It's been very private between me.
Okay.
Yes. So they talk to their mother about this, I'm sure. But they, and I was, you know, it's been my fear, I guess, but they might. So after today, yes, I can say that I will just have to avoid more than just, I mean, I can't avoid touching the kids at all. I mean, because they're there, they're running around, and then
picking them up,
they run out, picking them up and stuff like that is just part of the job, part of that. And again, she runs over and she likes to be picked up. I've seen pictures of her with family and friends, and she's always being picked up and held.
Right.
She's very. But I'm gonna, yes, I will. Again, after today, especially this fear is going to be in my head enough that certainly it's going to give me the willpower, I think, to stop that behavior. Yes. And we'll have to talk to Carol. And
one thing that
my fear is that they won't come back anymore.
Yeah, and like I said, this is still the preliminary part of the investigation, and one thing that we might not have addressed yet is a lot of times, especially when children are young and something like this happens to them, you know, they don't really comprehend what's happened or what's going on. It's my fear, and hopefully you can help clarify this. Is there going to be any other children that maybe Carol has watched over the last 22 years that this has happened to, where there's potential other girls that you might have had this relationship with?
No, because this behavior has just begun. I say this year. I mean, perhaps this is only April. I mean, it's perhaps, you know, from 2018 also, but it's only recent. In other words, all the other kids know. I've never touched them sexually. I mean, I certainly picked up kids, even
and that we're not worried
older
about that
kids,
at all.
and hugs and stuff.
I think you probably gathered out of our conversation the
But
questions we've asked.
where you're going, and no, I've never done this with anybody else.
Okay, that's good to know. All right.
And yes.
So just to also clarify, I don't have to worry about, the only thing that would be on your computer would be the nudist family
I don't
type
save
search.
anything that. Yes, I do one of these searches. If I do that, it's late at night, and I'll put it on the private, so that you know, there's a way that you can put it so it doesn't, the history isn't saved.
Right.
So that history is not saved.
Okay.
And
But there's
don't
not
download.
photographs of on your computer or on your cell phone.
Well, certainly not naked or nude or
Okay.
anything sexual like
That's
that.
that's all I care
We
about.
have photographs of all the kids,
Of course.
but Carol has taken, and yeah, no, not my phone, so I just her phone. Yeah,
Okay.
but my phone, I don't really take pictures.
Okay.
But
Like
and
a
you can
search.
search. I'll if you want, I can
Okay.
give it to you.
All right. That's much appreciated.
You may search that. I will be fully open about all this.
Okay. We
And as I
definitely
say,
appreciate it. It makes
I-
our job that much easier. And I mean, do you feel better than you did before we picked you up? I mean, obviously, I understand the circumstances of the act doesn't go away, but does it feel good to open up and talk about it? Or do you feel the same?
Maybe. I mean, when you came to the porch and you started talking, you said you wanted to come down here, I thought, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because
That's usually the reaction we get, though, anyway.
there today, and Jen just called and said they were tired and need to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, I'm putting two and two together here. So, my fear is not just for me, but for Carol and the business. If we lose the business of they're nice people, and they're two kids. We're only down to 4 now. Carol's thinking of retiring in a few years. She's 61, and basically not really searching for more kids, but also, God, it's just going to be, a record thing where sexual predator kind of a thing or whatever.
And, we can't foresee the future, but one question I had, is Carol's business licensed daycare?
No. It's not in that sense. Yeah, she used to work with Action for Children.
Okay.
Until Action for Children got around to what were they doing? They forgot they no longer fund food, and so she said, well, forget you. So she's independent on her own. It's not licensed.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just an independent.
But they use her, like anyone that uses her services, do write her off as a tax credit.
I'm sure, yes.
Okay.
In fact, yes.
Because you guys probably get notified when someone uses, I believe, an EIN number. It's basically for tax purposes. Like if I'm paying you $10,000 a year, I get 20% tax break or something like that.
And I know she fills out a form for a couple of the people.
Yeah. Okay.
And for their sometimes their jobs give them
Stipend,
credit,
right?
yeah, for daycare. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know that family does.
Okay. All right.
So again, I don't want to hurt the business. That's my fear.
Right. Okay.
And yes, or the other fear of on my record or me having a record.
Have you ever been in trouble for anything else before?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Traffic tickets. That's it.
Right. Okay.
I mean, nothing. I was always been a good kid.
So this
Go to church and all that
type
stuff.
of behavior never happened when your girls were younger?
No.
Okay.
No.
And you said one of your daughters lives locally. Does she live in Grandview?
No, not in Grandview. It's up at Olentangy Commons. It's called.
You said in town. I didn't know if you meant Columbus or Grandview town.
Columbus, and she works at Kroger's Chambers Road.
Okay. Does she do a Kroger?
She works in the floral department.
Okay.
Her name is Christina.
She actually arranged the flowers, is that?
Yeah, she arranges, you know, they sell, of course, but yeah, she makes arrangements and she can make, you know, the flower things for weddings or proms and stuff like that, and they sell lots of flowers there, so she has to, and she's been there for quite a few years. She's, right now, though, she's also going to Columbus State studying to be a vet tech. She's always loved animals and wants to be.
Good for her. She just starting, or is she a couple of years in? Or?
Well, she's a few years in. She'd actually taken the 3 years preliminary at Columbus State, and then she quit school for a while, but now she's picked up some money at Kroger. She's going to go back and doing the actual vet tech program, so she's in the first year of a 2-year.
Okay.
So when she gets out, she will be licensed or whatever as a vet tech, and then, you know, which is like nursing and veterinary or something like that. So then she can hopefully find a job locally. And
good for her.
She's living in an apartment with her boyfriend right now. And
Okay.
I don't know what their wedding plans are, but she's actually 32, something. I can't remember. So,
All right.
but the other daughter, as I say, lives in Copley and getting married in Cleveland this summer.
Good news. Great news. All right. Well,
So I don't, yes.
you give me a couple minutes. We'll figure out what's going to go on, and then I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Terry se sincera sobre su preocupación de que sus acciones puedan afectar negativamente la guardería de su esposa y dañar su reputación. También comparte su temor de terminar con antecedentes penales debido a lo que admitió. Explica que la guardería no es una institución con licencia, sino que existe principalmente para fines fiscales, lo que permite a los clientes solicitar exenciones fiscales por usar el servicio. Terry también habla de su familia, especialmente de sus hijas, y de lo que están haciendo actualmente. Los detectives siguen preguntándole si ha habido algún incidente previo relacionado con comportamiento inapropiado con menores, pero Terry insiste en que sus acciones se limitaron a los niños ya mencionados. La conversación termina con Terry esperando nuevas instrucciones de los detectives.
I brought you a bigger cup so we don't have to keep refilling
Okay.
the little one.
Hoping I won't go through this.
We're just checking with some things on children's services to make sure that everything that we've talked about has kind of been addressed. Don't want to leave any stone unturned. I'm actually just curious, I'm curiosity because I have a son myself, and child care is so expensive. What do you guys charge per kid? Like if I were to have full-time care, which would be what, 7:30 to 5:30? Is that about
7:30, 5:30. So, gosh, because Carol handles all that. $35 per kid, I think, per day. But if you do like a whole week and it's, you know, somebody steady like we have here, it's a little bit less than that. And I have to ask her the details again. Carol handles all the details. I do remember the $35 per kid. So if you know, just for some, brought it, somebody in one day, like come on a school day off, or a couple of the other kids that we've recently babysat for go to school and have come to us on a day off. It's like 35. But again, with a whole week isn't 35 times 5. It's a little bit cheaper than that.
Okay, so you get a discount for doing 5 steady days.
Discount for 5 steady days, and then certainly maybe, I don't know if she does a monthly discount or not, but anyway, so it's that. And we don't charge anything else. I pick up after preschool 2 days a week. We feed lunches and snacks.
And that's all included.
And that's all
30,
included.
35 Okay.
So
Do you guys do date nights too?
and no, not evenings, not date nights, no. Yes, the evenings are.
Those are the tough ones to find.
Yeah.
When mom and dad need a Saturday night out, who can watch them till 11 or midnight.
Yeah, no, we haven't volunteered to do that, and so it's just during the day. And so, yeah, 7:30 to 5:30 are the hours,
Okay. Makes sense.
Monday through Friday.
How have you, does this take up most of your retirement time since you left 2 years ago?
Oh,
Any other hobbies? Play golf or still into music?
don't play golf, sing in the church choir for music-wise. Work around the house, trying to get, do things around the house to get them all rooms painted or or things fixed up around the house, this, that, and the
There's
other.
always something to
Just
do.
always that kind of a chore that I try to do. And again, I can't do much around the house during the week because the kids are all there,
Right.
Couldn't paint a room, so I have to do these on Saturday and Sunday. Occasionally, while the kids are there, especially in the afternoon when they're napping, I'll run down to the workbench and be able to do some things, down there, and
Yeah.
just small chores.
Does Carol rely on you pretty heavily then?
And
Like if you
Well,
went and did something every day, would she still be okay, or is she like having you?
I think she'd be okay, really. Again, I worked up until a couple of years ago, and she's been doing babysitting for 20 plus years. So
Mhm.
she was always on her own.
Right.
Up until, so, but, I mean, I'm just my help is, I'm sure, relieves her. Again, a major thing is lunch, and then, I guess she takes kids upstairs one at a time for naps.
Right.
And so the other kids are downstairs, and I just sort of make sure that they're all behaving themselves or whatever. The little one he's one, and he's everywhere. He walks around, gets into stuff, and climbs and whatever. Just have to make sure that he's not getting into something he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, my son turns 1 Wednesday, so I'm
Yeah, so
very
is he
aware.
walking?
Yeah, not really. He'll pull himself up and he'll shimmy himself around, but he's not walking yet.
Oh, well,
But
enjoy
he's
it.
so close. He's so close. It's almost like I almost want him just to walk because at least then I don't have to worry about him climbing on things to try to walk. If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but boy, when they start walking, then they really find things to get into.
Right, yeah.
So absolutely. Is this your first?
It is. Yep.
So of course, make sure you're
Just
baby-proofed everywhere.
Absolutely. We've
Covered.
already all the corners of every coffee table and end table have the rubber pads on the outside. We haven't done the cabinets yet.
Outlets plugged in.
Yes.
The cabinets. Oh, yeah, the cabinet locks are important because they like to open them up. So
Right.
some things you don't want them in, like under the sink, perhaps.
Yeah, all your cleaning
Yeah,
supplies and things like that.
Now the ones, other ones, he gets into the pots and pans, and we go, sure, fine.
We can always put those back.
Always put those back.
We
and
can't,
he loves to make the noise.
Induce vomiting when you drink flash cleaner. So,
Now
yeah.
we do have this lazy Susan in the corner of a kitchen that rolls out and it has spices and stuff, and we haven't figured out how to lock that yet because he loves to turn that around and pull his spice bottles out over there.
Does it have a cabinet on it though that opens before, like in front of the lazy? Because we have the
No,
same one.
yeah.
But ours has a cabinet,
Has a cabinet.
and then you can spin it. It's like a bifold door.
Oh, no, we don't have that. We just have the, as it comes through the corner, the two doors. That just
I know, and then you just
rotate.
spin it. Yeah.
Just spin it, and so he'll open it up and go right for the little spice bottles, and sometimes if he can open them, he'll, or whatever's down there.
Kitchen floor filled with cinnamon. That's always fun.
Yeah. So, okay, so what's the process? What are we, I'm waiting for
I think we're going
the
to.
other gentleman to do something.
Yeah, I think we're going to take you home here soon. Like I said, I think just want to clear. So whenever these children's services referrals come in, it's very limited with information. It'll have basically like the original complaint, but the way that they write it, I don't know if are you too familiar with like medical professionals, when they write, it's like PT will stand for patient, so it's very abbreviated, and you're trying to decipher, okay, PT came into the ED and they disclosed, and so we have, what we discussed are, you know, the key points of what the referral had to talk about. But, you know, sometimes they write things down separately from what we get at the initial stages. So he's just making sure that, okay, we have the information that we discussed, and to just make sure that we, you know, crossed all our T's and dotted our I's and don't have anything else while you're here to discuss with you, because, you know, we don't want to keep bothering you, coming to your house and, you know, making it, you know, uncomfortable. So as long as we prefer one uncomfortable interaction, we don't want, you know, several, if that makes sense. So I think he's just doing that because the screening process is a lot more in depth than what we got, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I'm just.
If you can't answer this, don't. Did you talk to?
No, I have not. That's...
El tono cambia un poco a medida que el detective desvía la conversación hacia temas más informales, preguntando por la guardería. Hablan brevemente sobre los costos del cuidado infantil y los desafíos de asegurar un hogar seguro para bebés. Terry dice que ayuda a su esposa, especialmente durante la siesta. El detective añade que intentan ser respetuosos y evitar que Terry se sienta incómodo con demasiadas visitas. En este punto, el ambiente parece más relajado mientras esperan a que alguien más llegue y se haga cargo del caso.
The allegation would be whether it's even just, you know, we just did one of these last week where, you know, I think a juvenile said that their father hit them with a bat. It's the same process, no matter what the circumstances. So, you know, in that particular case, the juvenile was a little older, so we were able to actually talk with him. But when they're this young, we don't typically reach out to them right away. That's something that, you know, there's trained professionals with nationwide children's that were to do that. So, yes, in answer to your question, we have not spoke to, we'll probably, you know, obviously, we'll let you know everything. We'll probably have to reach out to the parents and let them know how our discussion went today. This is not something that I'm sure you're aware cannot be kept under the rug. You know, this, I mean, even though that, you know, it sounds like, you know, with your honesty and your remorse, it's something that is very serious. So I'm not going to lie to you. This is kind of serious stuff. Again, something that, you know, I deal with, you know, routinely. So children's will do what they call, they have an interview process that they'll do with younger kids. And have a discussion with them. We don't do that. I mean, we're trained in that, but there's people that are better than we are to talk with kids. So, but as far as that, you know, that's, yeah, you'll probably want to, like you already said, you're going to have the discussion with Carol. That's, you know, it's probably better she hears it from you than anybody else, because you don't know how, you know, it can be misconstrued from, you know, people talk, and you just don't want her to hear it from anyone else. So I will tell you that she will eventually find out, so it would definitely be better to hear it from her husband than someone else.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I know that will probably be a very difficult conversation for you to have as well. So,
and if there's a timing involved, it probably won't happen until after 5:30. I mean, have her go home and then we'll talk. But
yeah. Do you, and you said that, I know we kind of discussed it before, she's never found or figured that this might be going on, or, because every time this occurs...
To my knowledge, it's been with her not in the room, yes.
Because you are separated from everyone else when this does happen.
Yeah, she takes all the kids upstairs to nap, and then try to again, the idea was to sit on the couch quietly and just sort of calm down and cuddle.
Does she stay upstairs with the kids while they're napping? Or does she just try to...
She sits up there because they tend not to go to sleep right away, and they get out of their beds, and so she wants to... So she sits up in the hall while the kids... There's 3 bedrooms that have... A couple of them have cribs, and then our bed.
Okay.
So she stays up there in the hall and just sort of like make sure that nobody gets out of bed.
You call...
Yeah, it's her parents. I've given her that nickname too.
Okay.
In preschool, that's what her thing. So official name.
Okay. I didn't know if there was another young girl that was there.
Yes. In fact, the other kids call her.
Oh, really?
Which is something they've just started, but she doesn't mind that either. But.
So does Carol just sit up and like read or something?
Yeah, she stays up there and just reads. She has a book, a Nook, that she reads or something like that, or unless it things on her phone. But she's upstairs quiet.
Now, is that when the circumstance that happened Friday? Is that when what you talked to us about? Is that when that would have happened? When they
No, actually, we were. Yeah, she was in the kitchen. Carol was in the kitchen at that time, on the computer, and again, she was sort of wired. She's full of energy. I forgot what we were doing before. She likes to. There's a gymnastic move that she likes where I hold her hands and she does a little flip on my hands. By stepping on my knees and walking over it. And she likes to do that. So she did that for a while. And then she wanted me to pick her up, and what she was. I don't know what she was doing. I picked her up, but she was still just wired, and she hits sometimes. She actually slaps me in the face, which is not good. So I said, no, well, look, I'm tired of this. I'm going to sit on the couch, and then you can, I don't know. But this meant, sit down, if you want to just play all over me, you can do that. So I sat on the couch, and she climbed behind me, and went over my shoulder and down again. We were doing this flip thing, so it's sort of a variation on that, I guess. And so she was just would go over my shoulder and down put her hands on the floor, and then so her feet would come over here, and then I'd flip her. Would do a backflip? No. Anyway, somehow. So then she got on the floor. Anyway, so so the feet came over this way and up here and down, and then after 2 or 3 times there, so here come over the feet, and suddenly, whoa,
no pants.
No pants, she was naked, and pulled them down that far, so bare bottom. I go, well, okay, fine, and so did that a couple of times. Anyway.
All right, Terry. That's all the questions that I have. Do you have any more questions?
No, we're good.
You're free to go. If you want to walk home, you can, or if you'd like, we can take you back home. That's totally up to you.
I'll take the ride.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, absolutely. Just understand you're free to go at any point. We're just getting you right back to the house.
Okay,
Is that
just
okay?
something related to him. I'll talk to Carol.
Okay.
But it'll be after 5:30, after when the 2 babysitter kids go home.
Okay.
So if there's any other, like, you want to talk to her or something like that, we'll be home tonight.
Okay. All right.
After 5:30, and you will, of course. I'm sorry I didn't have my cell phone. I
it's
gave
okay.
it to you to
That's no problem. We got the house number.
As I told him, I don't take pictures on my phone anyway. But,
okay. All right.
Okay. Yes, my fear is for the business, Carol. So, okay, you'll of course keep in contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Again, I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel really bad.
Well, do you feel any better than you did when we first came in here? At least you got it off your chest?
Well, I mean, Yeah, I got it off the chest. At least, I sort of was halfway afraid that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah, I could tell. We do stuff like this all the time. I could tell that you wanted to get some stuff off your chest, and you did, and you owned up to it. To be quite honest with you, I give you kudos for that because most of the time people don't own up to it.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
You did well pulling it out of me.
I mean, you were free to go at any point. You wanted to stay here and obviously own up to the mistakes you made. And
I couldn't avoid it.
Yeah.
I couldn't avoid it, because I knew that it was there. And if I didn't talk to you, I'd have to talk eventually. So.
Well, all you can do is move forward, right? Just be honest with your wife about anything, which I'm sure you will. Be uncomfortable conversation.
El detective explica qué sucede cuando los servicios de protección infantil intervienen en casos como este. Probablemente hablarán con los padres y entrevistarán a los niños involucrados. El detective también enfatiza la importancia de que Terry sea honesto con su esposa, Carol. Sobre todo, Terry dice que le preocupa cómo esto podría afectar a la guardería, pero agradece poder hablarlo. Admite que se siente culpable. El detective le dice que se mantendrán en contacto y se ofrece a llevarlo a casa después de las 5:30 p.m, una vez que los niños de la guardería se hayan ido. Poco después de esta conversación, se notificó a la fiscalía y a la oficina del fiscal de distrito. Unos días después, Terry McFadden fue acusado oficialmente de 2 cargos de abuso.